Hello, everyone. It's David here again, of course. And today I'm going to be continuing the reviews and analyses of the Hunger Games. I don't even know if that's analysis. It's probably analysis or analysize. It doesn't matter. Okay, so chapter 16. I have a lot of predictions. And a lot of my predictions actually came true in this chapter. So, no, you're not boasting or anything, just saying, Okay. Um, So let's start off at the beginning. Okay. Also, I hate Katniss. I'm sorry. Okay. The hatred of Katniss comes back in this chapter. She was doing really good. She's pretty fucking badass. I was actually kind of like, damn, this girl is really kicking ass right now. I'm really liking her. And then she bowls this shit. Okay. It's not like a big deal. Like, of course, it's understandable why she does it. But like I said in my song, it's just not enough. Sorry. All right, so let me just get into this. So, you know how Rue and Katniss are basically, they're lesbians for each other. And then, it's funny. Whenever she thought about Peeta, um, okay, so here's what I'm trying to say. So when Katniss and Rue were together, she was like, I know that we'd have to eventually kill each other, but I try to ignore that. Just want to enjoy the moment we have, whatever. But no, when it comes to Peeta, the first thing she does is, oh, I'm gonna kill his ass. So yeah, so she doesn't even like give the possibility of just, hey, let's just work together with Peeta. And to me, it seems like Peeta would be worth it since Peeta did so much for Katniss because he gave the bread for her. He actually compliments her when they're having dinner. He confessed his fucking love for her. He saved her. All these, so many things. And what has Rue done? Okay, let's count how what Rue has done for Katniss. Ready? Okay, she's kind of like Prim. Okay, all right. Oh, that's it. Yep, that's it. Oh, she warned Katniss that Tracker Jackers were there. Those are the two things. But Katniss is already lesbian for Rue before the Tracker Jacker thing, simply because Rue reminded her of Prim. So you know what? Katniss is sexist. That's right, she's sexist. That's what I'm saying right now. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, don't just calm down. I want you to calm down. All right, but seriously, she's sexist. No, I'm kidding. So, yeah. And here's a prediction I actually made. The careers and how they actually have their whole life to eat good food and never really have had that hungry feeling. So it's kind of, she's talking about how the careers basically, that's their one disadvantage. So if you take away their food source, they kind of die out. They even talked about one of the days when the careers didn't get the supplies in the middle and they pretty much just died. So that's kind of cool. You'd think that if you were training to be there, you just train yourself just not to eat that much, just to kind of have that feeling at least. But whatever. I'm not whatever. Okay, so and then this is when Katniss just pisses me off again. She says, "How comforting the presence of another human being can be." Yeah, you would figure out that feeling a lot closer if you let Peeta in, bitch. Seriously. Okay, first of all, Rue basically gave her a hug, and that's why she said that. But Peeta was like just right there the whole time. Peeta was right there, right under your nose. I guarantee you, if you wanted to, he'd give you a bear hug. All you gotta do is go like this, and then he'll come at you like a bear. All right. But she doesn't do that, because she's stupid. All right, great old Katniss. Okay, and then here's the thing I want to predict, and it's kind of making me sad thinking about it. So they're talking about who's left in the Hunger Games, and I'll actually put in the description who's left if it helps anybody. Um, and they're like, who's that last person alive? Who is it? Well, I got my notes here, and I know who's left, and guess who's left? The fox face girl. Now, when I first thought of the description of fox face girl, I thought, fox, sly, betrayal, sneaky, something like that. Those are usually the themes of the fox. So when I think of fox face girl, it's pretty much a clear cut example of what's gonna happen. Especially how, oh yeah, who's that one other person that's probably gonna be a lot significant later and is probably gonna make a huge dent in the story? Who is that again? It's kind of obvious. I mean, Suzanne Collins could just be her attempt to make it obvious, so we kind of get it. I don't know, but to me, this is really obvious that. This is my first prediction that this fox face girl is gonna cause some real serious shit to happen. I don't know what. I don't know if she's going to. Oh no, oh, sorry about that blackout. I don't know if she's going to. I don't know what she's gonna do basically, but she's probably gonna do something very serious. It's probably gonna affect Katniss the most, I would say. Um, I'm seeing spots now. Um, so and then we learned that the thing about Rue that's different than Prim is basically that she's more of a provider. But I mean, Prim is obviously the opposite. The really only similarity that Katniss really makes is the fact that they're little girls and they're cute. I mean, that's pretty much it. So Katniss already had a kind of biased opinion on that, because I mean, Rue's pretty much nothing like Prim at all, except for her name sounds like a flower. I mean, even it doesn't even look like her at all. So I didn't understand how Katniss. I mean, I can understand. Oh, it's a little kid. That just seems not. It's kind of weird. It's like if I walked up to a little girl, like, "Oh yeah, you're just like my little sister." They'd be like, "Oh, get away from me, pedophile." I'm just joking. So okay. So then Rue says something very interesting that made me think about Thresh. Remember that one dude that's just like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill you, motherfuckers." So she was like, um, but Thresh could kill them easily. And I don't know if she was talking about the career tributes, but if Thresh can take on career tributes or whoever was left of that thing, then that means that Thresh is probably a badass. I mean, he did score a 10. However, I wanted to know what makes Thresh such a badass, and I'm wondering what he's been doing this whole time. And I wonder if Thresh would actually help out Rue, or Thresh would like spare Rue. He'd be like, Rue, you know what it's like, so I'll spare you. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. And I actually don't think I'm gonna call this now. I don't think Thresh is a bad guy. I think Thresh might actually be a decent guy. That's my prediction. Um, and then I love how Rue and Katniss are fucking being more lesbian for each other, poking each other's stomach, giggling over each other. Then she starts thinking about how Rue takes care of the younger sisters and how she takes such huge risks and how she really likes music, which is kind of cool. Um, this is a spoiler coming up right now. I did look up songs, and not songs. Yeah, I looked up songs for the Hunger Games, and something came up about Rue's song that apparently is in the book. So that may be a spoiler. Okay, now the spoiler's over. Whatever. But that's pretty cool. I want to know what that song is. I want to try and play it. Um. Uh. Okay. So she's really protective and. Oh yeah, and this is what she says that makes me also hate Katniss. She says, "I would rank music somewhere between hair ribbons and rainbows in terms of usefulness. At least a rainbow gives you a tip for about the weather. Of course, because it doesn't lead to food, right, Katniss? As long as you can get your tummy filled, that's all you really care about, right? That's all you need to worry about in life. Knowledge, truth, love. Does it fill my stomach? No, it doesn't. So, it's probably pointless. No, I hate you, Katniss. I'm sorry. Um, and this is the thing I was talking about earlier about the whole, singing while they work thing. Look, I'm not trying to bring up the racist thing, but look, it's like, okay, of course, now you have the black people working in the fields and now they're singing songs. It's just stereotypical to me, you know? But I guess that's actually kind of a common thing. I mean, I would imagine if I was working out in the fields, I'd want to sing too. Since you're out in the open, it's hot, you want to get rid of the heat and stuff. And I actually think that I would probably do that too. I don't think it's a race thing. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't want. I'm gonna stop bringing that up only because I don't want to offend somebody, and I'm not really trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to point out things that I think may be kind of dumb of Suzanne Collins to do, or just stupid. Could have done it something else. But anyway, um, but no, maybe I'm just looking too deep into it. I'm sorry. I'll stop that now. And then we learned about how the Mockingjays are apparently might be dangerous. Um, Somehow I was wondering like what exactly are the Mockingjays doing that makes them dangerous? But apparently, if you get too close to their nest, they'll attack you, which is weird to me. I always thought they're like little birds that just singed and that's it. Singed. um, yeah, but they're pretty cool. And then I guess she actually uses them to communicate messages. So they're like basically jabberjays, but a little differently. And they actually appear to be a little bit more smarter than regular birds we probably have today. Um, and then she says that, okay, this is when actually Rue comes up and hugs Katniss. I don't know if this is again or before, But she hugs her, and then Katniss would hugs her back. And I want to know what Prim's reaction to that is. I wonder if Prim's going to get a little jealous, like, God damn it, come on, Katniss. Because seriously, Katniss is seriously like super in love with Rue for like no real reason except for the fact that she's a little girl and reminds her of Prim. I mean, and then she starts respecting her, but she already had a boner for her before all that, and she already had a boner for Cena when he saw her naked. That didn't make sense to me either. But Katniss in general just doesn't make sense. That's why I don't think I could ever see myself liking Katniss. You'd have to murder every single person that's important to her. She'd understand what's important to her then, and then she'd actually be a better character, which I don't really want to happen. I'm sorry, I disappeared there for a second. It's a sign. I should stop making fun of Katniss. I'll stop. Okay. I'm sorry, Katniss. And then she starts thinking, this is what Katniss, God, Katniss. Katniss starts thinking, well, if it's just me and Rue left, I guess I would just kill him. I would be the one to die. Prim does have people to take care of her. She rationalizes it. So yeah, Rue can be the last one left. Seriously, what the hell, Katniss? You're seriously you're going too fast, man. Okay, look, I've been in relationships. You never want to move that fast. All right, if you go that fast, it's gonna look bad. Eventually, the person you love is gonna somehow, you know. I'm joking. I don't even know what to do with that joke. I'm just gonna stop. But yeah. So I just think it's weird how she's already accepted the fact that she would sacrifice herself for Rue, like already. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, what happened between? I mean, I guess cuddling is a big deal for Katniss because she probably never had human contact before. Rue snuggling, so that probably made a big impact on her. That's probably why, actually. I remember my first time cuddling. I was okay. I'm just gonna stop. So. But just the fact that so this is funny. And it was like, but just the fact that he was sparkling led me to doubt everything that happened. So apparently he wasn't just sparkling. Like I thought it was just like a side effect thing. Like like oh yes, his hands had some it sparkled a little bit. But apparently he was full on sparking, just like Edward. So this is gonna be really gay when I see it in the movie. I'm sorry, that's gonna be like. I mean, like, why would she do that? I wonder when Twilight came out, because I know this came out in 2008. I don't know when Twilight came out, so I wonder if she knew that what she was doing. That seems to be the theme amongst books like this. Sparkling men, so gay. Oh my god, I hate it. So then we learn about this. She finally gets the plan with Rue to take out the career's food supply, and then she gets there and she looks at the traps and not traps, but just the setup, and it looks weird. It's funky. It's basically like a pyramid with a net over it. And it's 30 something yards away from where they're sitting and camping out or something like that, and it just looks weird. Like the description, maybe I couldn't even think of it. And then I want to read something to you that's just a spelling error just to get out of the quick. I mean, it's just not grammatically correct. There's no spelling error. It says seems to be useless shelters the pyramid itself. That doesn't seem like a correct sentence, does it? Seems to be useless shelters the pyramid itself. No commas, just that's it. So I mean that's why I was like, what? Okay, so anyway, I know what she's trying to say, but yeah, I hate nitpicking at stuff like that, but I just think it's funny that there's so many of it. And then this is funny what she says. I'm still in the dark on what motivated him to betray the careers. Peeta. I wonder why Peeta betrayed the careers. Probably to save your ass, Katniss. I wonder. Oh, that's such a genius idea. Katniss, I want you to pull the shutters away from your eyes, okay? I want you to look at the world. Do you see it? Isn't it beautiful? All this knowledge you can take in if you just let it happen. Stop dissing Peeta. I'm sick of it. Peeta is like the super guy that you're just letting pass by for a little girl. Listen, I've been there. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. I'm joking. But seriously, she's choosing. I just wish you would accept Peeta a little bit. God damn, I know it's for the story to make it interesting, but damn it. God damn you, Katniss. Yeah. I can never stop my hatred of Katniss, probably. And then she's doing her little. Okay. Yeah, then we see the fox face girl. Do a little funky dance getting to the things. And at first I was like, wow, I kind of find it unrealistic that she did a bunch of hops. Like if there were like wires and stuff, like she memorized exactly the hop and dance. Like that seems a little bit unrealistic. The Fox-faced girl, I don't know how old she is, but she's obviously younger than 18. So it just doesn't seem possible that a Fox-faced girl would be able to memorize this correct dance that you'd have to do. So we learned that actually the boy from District 3 that was actually helping the careers along with Peeta, and he actually was setting up mines that the game makers actually have, and well, they go off if you step off the thing in that 60 seconds in the beginning of the Hunger Games. He actually functioned those mines, and like he put them back together since he's from District 3, which is factories, and they actually build bombs. So he actually built up these mines to set up traps around that pyramid thing where all the career supplies were, and so that explains what the Fox's girl was doing. She basically, I think she was just guessing. Basically, she was like tiptoeing and hopping and hopping. She doesn't really like know exactly where the mines are, probably, and it kind of explains her reaction when she freaked out whenever she like fell. So that'd be pretty scary too. Shit. Um, so that's pretty cool that the District 3 guy did that. I wonder if he'll be an ally, or he might just die off soon here. Maybe that would suck. I would like to see his character develop. Maybe. Um. So at the very end, basically Katniss she's trying to shoot the sack of apples basically. So they'll go down the thing and then hit the mines, set up explosions. Then she can kind of basically, move in and take the supplies. But to her surprise, and keep in mind, she's probably maybe at most 60 yards away. 60 yards away, those apples come down and bam, and she goes flying back. So that explosion must have been huge for her to be thrown back when she's 60 yards away, which is kind of funny because the game makers were probably laughing their ass off when the District 3 but were setting them up. It's like, hey, you know what? Uh, if you're anywhere near those mines and someone tries to go out there, you basically just commit suicide. So that's pretty interesting. Uh, anyway, or maybe District 3 boy may added some more explosives to them. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, and that's it. Oh, I can't look at chapter 17. So tempting. Yeah, guys, tell me what you think. Did I point out anything? And oh yeah, I want to. People seem to be misunderstanding. I have not read the book. Okay, so that's why I'm able to make predictions, and that's why my development of my like when I say in the beginning of Katniss is different when I say now about Katniss. It's true that I still don't like her, but I don't dislike her as much. I can obviously understand her position more, but she still does shit that pisses me off. So, don't look at my reviews and be like, oh, well, that's not true because this happened. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. And then I'm just going to comment and say, well, I haven't read that, so I can't comment on that. Someone already did that to one of my videos. I almost spoiled the whole book for me because apparently my girlfriend told me that he put the ending of it. And I was like, what? So, anyway, don't look at that comment if you've never read this book. Anyway, I'm done talking now. I'm just going to go press stop now. Thank you. Bye.